Hi, I'm Colin and welcome to How to Paint Watercolours. So if you're ready, we'll get started and we'll paint this one. Hello and welcome back to How to Paint Watercolours with me, Colin. And I've just stretched this piece of paper. It's a £140 Bockingford. I'm taking a damp brush once again and I'm leaving a thin film of water down to the horizon line, and then I wish to dry that out so we end up with a nice dry line across the horizon line. So this is a mixture of French ultramarine, indigo and a touch of dioxazine purple. We'll start at the top. I'm just going to leave a gap here. Just bring it all down. All the way to the bottom where the horizon line is. And once we have that there, this is a mixture of that same mixture, and I've just added cadmium red to it. I'm just going to put some in here. I'm going to mix it in with the other colours. Maybe pull a little bit down here just for good measure. And strengthen the blue up. As you can see it, bring the colours together. Keep bringing it down all the way to the horizon. Stop it there, and once again going back to the top. This is a stronger mixture of the same colour, and as you can see I'm just going to put right on the top there, and then I'm going to add the colour to it. The board is set at a slight angle. I do actually want this to run slightly, and I want to put a dark band across the horizon. Also just gently working it up. Maybe just put some of that red colour in, which was the blue mixture plus permanent rose. Sorry, not cadmium red, permanent rose. I thought I'd got it wrong. Keep it nice and strong at the top. But still allowing it to drift. Then with a damp brush, just run around the edges. This will remove any excess water off the sides and will minimise any runbacks. And I'm going to leave that to go flat. Once again, back up to the top. Just strengthen it up along the edge. Shape one or two shapes, clouds. Come to the bottom. Just drop some dark in here, the dark colour. It's very hot today, so the paper's drying out really fast. And then we're going to let that dry. Just before it, sorry. And now we're just going to screw up a piece of tissue, and I want to take out a circle round about there, which we will use for the sun, and then we're going to leave that to dry. Okay, once the top part of your sky is dry, this is cadmium yellow light, and we're just going to fill the sun in carefully up to the edge, because if you hit the blue it will turn green. So try not to disturb the blue. And then we have some cadmium red and burnt sienna, and I just want to bring this, just tap it in along the bottom, slightly up the side, and just let all that bleed together. It's just a bit of interest. I've re-wet the bottom part of where the ocean is, taking it up to the horizon line. Then with the same mixture all the way across your boat. And bring this all the way down to the bottom once again. I just want a little bit more strength in the bottom here, with the stronger tone of the same colour. Then with a piece of tissue or kitchen towel, I just want to mark out some areas and I'm just going to drop some colour in. So this is your violet red made from the mixture of the blue, and we're just going to drop that in, and we're going to let this mingle, pull it into the blue. The sun's not reflected in the sea, otherwise it will turn green, but it's just showing you where the height is here. If you can imagine that being nearly overhead, it would come down here. So we need this now to dry. Okay, now it's dried off a fair bit. I've got here a small flat brush, and we're going to paint in some ripples. And of course, the further away they are, the smaller they are. And I've added some burnt umber to the blue mix, just to darken it, and just continue to tap these in. You have to get a bit of a rhythm going. Don't make them all even if you can help it. The brain likes to make order from chaos, so you have to fool it. If you move quick enough, don't give the brain time to think, you'll end up with a random pattern. So going forward, getting bigger as we get closer. Changing to a bigger flat brush. Just keep going all the way down the paper, and I will turn the camera off as this is going to take just a bit of time, but I think you get the general idea, and I shall join you in about 10 minutes. Okay, once you have that filled in there like that, what we can do now is just paint your boat in. This is a mixture of French ultramarine and burnt umber, and just paint the whole of your boat in, everything that you can see. And as again, this is a little bit time consuming, I'll turn the camera off once again just to save a little bit of the battery, and it will just so I'll just do a little bit of this, and you can see I want the windows to stand out, so I'm not going to paint them, I'm going to actually paint round them. Do the mast and the sail at the same time, and I'll join you in a minute. Once you've got it to this stage and everything's dry, I've just taken a black watercolour pencil, and I'm just putting in the rigging I drew in earlier, as you can still see. The lines, and some French ultramarine and burnt umber, a wheat mix this one is, and I just want to drop a very small bit of reflection under the boat. Well, there's not much reflection on this. Now then, this has to completely dry, and then we'll put a little bit of sparkle back in some areas with a craft knife. Okay, the painting's completely dry, and as you can see, I've just scratched in some waterline here with a craft knife and an anchor rope, and where the sun is, I've just taken some of the top of the ripples off with the craft knife. Don't do it everywhere, otherwise it loses its impact. But now you get round to the best bit. You can sign it, mount it and frame it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click the like button. Please subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. Subscription costs you nothing. And if you want to try something that is more traditional, click the link in the description box and it will take you to the other videos that I have made. Thank you very much for watching.